And was there no truth to Drake?
No, me and Drake, we're friends. We're still friends, actually.
What's up with you and Rihanna?
Nothing. life is good, man.
And have love for her, and yeah.
A little nervous. Okay.
What was the kiss like?
I don't know what you're talking about.
They're both in the same damn club. He was taking Rihanna down for a long time, okay, off and on. They keep on doing this whole thing, the whole triangle. Drake, Chris Brown, they have fist fights, all that.
Drake and Rihanna's relationship has been one of the most talked about sagas in pop culture history. From their early dating rumors in the late 2000s to their chart-topping collaborations and public displays of affection, the two have always had people guessing their relationship status for over a decade. Sometimes they were obviously together, and other times they denied ever being together. But despite their undeniable chemistry, something always seemed to get in the way. Was it bad timing, commitment issues, or something deeper? While Rihanna has since moved on, building her empire and starting a family with A$AP Rocky, Drake has struggled to let go, and his lingering obsession has been impossible to ignore. So how did we get here? In this video, we'll be diving into the highs, the lows, and the never-ending saga of Aubrey. Drake first gained recognition as Jimmy Brooks on the teen drama Degrassi: The Next Generation. Meanwhile, Rihanna had just signed with Def Jam Recordings in 2005 and was quickly gaining mainstream recognition with her song Pon de Replay. That's where Aubrey's story begins. While filming the music video for Pon de Replay at a restaurant in Toronto, Rihanna was introduced to Drake, who was working there playing background music for diners. This chance meeting would mark the beginning of their long and complicated history, years before they became two of the biggest names in the music industry.
The first time I met Robin Fenty, it was 2005. She was shooting a music video at a restaurant called Avocado in Toronto. The song was Pon de Replay, and the director of the video was Little X. I was introduced to her as a kid who played background music at the restaurant as people ate their dinner.
Her first two albums, Music of the Sun and A Girl Like Me, which were heavily influenced by Caribbean sounds, reached the top 10 on the US Billboard 200. However, it was her third album, Good Girl Gone Bad, that transformed her into a global pop icon. With a shift towards dance pop and hits like Umbrella, Rihanna cemented her place as one of the biggest artists of her generation. While acting, Drake pursued a music career, releasing his first mixtapes, Room for Improvement, in 2006 and Comeback Season in 2007. However, it was his third mixtape, So Far Gone, in 2009 that truly launched his rap career, earning widespread attention with hits like Best I Ever Had. The success led to a record deal with Young Money Entertainment, setting the stage for his rise as one of the biggest names in hip-hop. Rihanna began dating fellow singer Chris Brown sometime in 2007, but their relationship came to a shocking end in February 2009 when he brutally attacked her. In the months that followed, she kept a low profile, focusing on herself and healing. However, the media remained fixated on her personal life, speculating about who she might date next. Rumors about Drake and Rihanna's relationship first surfaced in May 2009 when they were seen getting close at New York City's Lucky Strike Lanes and Lounge, sharing drinks and kisses while bowling. The two reportedly became close after she asked him to write a song for her Rated R album, which was never released.
Every girl in the world, I wish I could every girl in the world. Maybe not every girl in the world. Maybe every girl in Toronto. Shout out to Rihanna, I love you, baby.
During an interview on the Angie Martinez radio show, Rihanna opened up about her highly publicized breakup with Chris Brown and addressed speculation linking her to 90210 actor Tristan Wilds and Drake. She dismissed the dating rumors, emphasizing that she and Drake were just friends. When Angie pushed further about a possible romance between the two artists, Rihanna remained firm in her denial.
And you're engaged to Drake and
really?
And having dates with Tristan? One? No, I don't know.
Oh, I was about to say, jeez, give me a break. No, Tristan, I don't even have
his phone number. We heard that. That doesn't really mean that you don't have a BBM address or anything, though.
I have nothing.
All right.
Nothing, and I swear.
Is he your type of guy? Even
no,
anyway?
That's the thing. I
didn't get that. I saw the picture. I thought, really?
Somebody that's hot and older.
You like hot and older.
Of course.
And was there no truth to Drake?
No, me and Drake, we're friends. We're still friends, actually.
And you hung out a couple of times.
Yeah, a few times.
Did you play with the idea a little? Were you checking him out?
No.
I think you were checking him out. I think you were eyeballing the situation to see.
No, me and Drake, nah.
A little bit.
No, we weren't. We never, no.
Slightly.
You are pushing for Drake.
That makes a fantastic story.
He also did his own interviews denying the dating rumors.
Were you dating Rihanna?
No. I wasn't. I've never been dating Rihanna, but I know Rihanna. She's a great girl, great person.
And you guys hang out?
We have.
He's getting a little uncomfortable here.
We have. No, I mean, I figured there was a follow-up question. Yeah, we have. For sure.
Because, yeah. So
we work together too.
I know you're being modest, but then you got, the new it guy that everybody has their eye on. That's, that's on fire right now. That's, running around allegedly dating young starlets and.
Yeah, something like that.
Right. Yeah, that guy, young Drake.
Yeah, that guy, man. Well,
There's Rihanna. You're dating. You and Rihanna are going to be engaged, and she's pregnant with your child already.
Oh wow, that's a lot.
You guys are eloping after the concert. During the concert, you're going to leave the concert early to go to
on
Vegas.
Stage, that's the way we're proposing. Nah, I mean, she's great, man. She's great. She's a great person, and everybody needs friends. It's a you gotta meet people and learn and it's a
what?
This is our business. This is our industry. So we're just friends. Right. And she's very wise, very smart, very talented, and I have the utmost respect for her.
This is a new.
What's up with you and Rihanna?
Nothing. Life is good, man. I mean, it's just we're just cool. That's all.
Cool.
And people need something to latch on to, so
right.
They make things more than what they are. But no, she's great.
By November, Rihanna had entered a relationship with center fielder for the Los Angeles Dodgers, Matt Kemp, while working on her Rated R album. The two were constantly photographed together all over town, and they vacationed together in Cabo in January 2010, where they couldn't keep their hands off each other.
I know you're probably gonna have some fun at the Grammys this year and stuff, and I don't know if you're taking anybody. I don't know how that works for you. I mean, Matt Kemp's a great player, isn't he?
I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is somebody like that going with you to the Grammys by chance?
Go Dodgers.
I'm going to the Grammys alone.
Okay.
As always. I always have.
Okay.
Even when I was in a relationship,
right. Yeah.
I always
you
have
still
gone
went alone.
alone.
Okay.
I'm still single.
Okay.
That's what you really want to ask.
Well, we all saw the holiday pictures. You guys were on, vacation together.
Yeah, and it was a blast.
Though she denied the relationship in the beginning, she finally confirmed their relationship in an Elle magazine, saying, "I have a boyfriend. I'm so happy. I feel really comfortable and it's so easy. I have such a chaotic life, but at the end of the day, that is just my peace. It keeps me sane, really talking to him and talking to my family."
So, Matt, your friend was with us the other day, and I asked her a question about you. This is Rihanna. I said, what's the status of your relationship with our Dodger, Matt Kemp? And she said,
he's my boyfriend.
Man, I miss that voice, man. I ain't seen her in a long time.
Oh, man.
That's so sweet.
Yeah, man. Shoot. That's my girlfriend.
Yeah. She's the best. I guess with that tour, and you're working, she's working, it's a little tricky, isn't it?
Oh man, this is something different, man. It's been 7 weeks, but hey, I only got about 3 or 4 more days, so I'm pretty excited.
You got some big plans?
Nah, man, just gonna be chilling around the house. I'm still working, so she's gonna be off for a little bit, but we'll come up with something.
She'll be wearing that pink Dodger hat that she buys at the souvenir shop.
There's rumors that you and Rihanna are dating.
Is that a rumor?
Is that true, or is there any truth to that?
That's been known for a while.
Nice, man. Congratulations on that, bro. You know what I mean?
Where's the fucking car, bro?
That year, Drake seemed to express lingering feelings about their brief connection. In his song Fireworks, he alluded to Rihanna.
I just thought you fuck with me. Who could have predicted Lucky Strike would have you stuck with me? Cover me and you making it seem like it happened that way because of me.
And in a June 2010 interview with the New York Times, he admitted feeling used, saying, "I was a pawn. She did to me exactly what I've done to so many women, spent time with me, and then disappeared. And I thought, wow, this feels awful." However, Drake later clarified his New York Times comments in an interview with MTV News, explaining that he didn't want them to be perceived as negative.
Cleared the smoke a little bit about the Rihanna thing, and everybody's all over the blogs and selling magazines about it. Were you really looking at that? I mean, from what we know from the song, first of all, has she heard it and has she texted you?
I'm sure she's heard it.
Like, do you think you put out too much, or do you think, hey, this is my heart?
Nah, I checked with somebody first, before I did it. I got somebody's opinion, and I said, without the media trying to hype it up, do you think I'm really being disrespectful? Because my intention was, I'm gonna tell you something, man. As I'm 23 years old, and I feel like I'm on top of the world right now, and it's very rare that I feel small around anybody, especially a woman that I like. It's just I am in a confident position right now, and really my whole purpose for putting that on the album was just to pay homage to the fact that she is an amazing woman that made me feel nervous, man. She made me feel small. She's an overwhelming being. Like, she's beautiful and talented, and her personality is like, it's almost like scary. And for the first time, a woman just brought back that feeling of when I was 17 or 18, and I appreciate it so much because you get into this position and sometimes you just get numb to all those emotions that used to inspire you to write. So,
went out with a young lady at Lucky Strikes.
I don't know what you're referring to.
Are you referring? No, I mean, is that referring to Rihanna?
Yeah, that's a situation that I was a part of, and I by no means do I want to disrespect anybody or put anybody out there, but it was just like, it was a beautiful feeling to me because it was the first time in a long time that a woman made me feel emotional and small, and like I really did like care a lot about that situation and want to be a friend and a lover or whatever. I don't know what I was trying to be. My head was gone though.
You wanted to take it to another level.
Yeah, so I mean, I just wanted to pay homage to her as a woman for making me feel that way. That's all.
Have you spoken to her since this record's been leaked? Has she called you?
We haven't talked about it, no.
So it's a dope record. Make sure to
been eager to sort of explain, because I feel like when people write about it or try and take an excerpt from me describing it, it's going to sound negative.
Exactly.
And in no way was it negative. It was like, I'm at one of the greatest places in my life. I'm on top of the world. I'm extremely confident. So it's very rare that anybody, let alone a woman that I like, makes me feel nervous or makes me feel small. And she is just such an overwhelming, incredible person, and such a talented person, and somebody who I still was like, I can't believe I'm here talking to this individual, that she just gave me that feeling when I was like 17 years old trying to take like Mickey Ramos, this girl from Toronto, out on a date, and she never wanted to go with me. She never wanted to go. She would never go. She would have a million excuses of why she couldn't talk to me. And that's how
Mickey Ramos.
Yeah.
What's up, Nick?
That's how she made me feel. She made me feel small. She made me feel nervous. She made me feel like, oh, I gotta dress. Should I wear this? Should I text right now? Should I? It was like that. It just put me back, man. Put me back to the Acura in Toronto, feeling like Aubrey Graham, not Drake. So I tip my hat to her as a woman, man. I appreciate those emotions.
What was the kiss like?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Drake and Rihanna were photographed at the same events a few times in September, and she invited him to collaborate on her song What's My Name, released in October, believing he had a strong grasp on the song's melody.
I interviewed Drake recently.
Drake is like such a cool guy, man. He's like one of my great friends, and we actually just did a song together that's going to be on the album. The second single, we did a version with him. And who knows, we may shoot a video for it.
We saw you not raving together. We saw the
pictures.
You, Drake, J. Cole, Trey Songz. I was like, these are three hotties.
Amazing it was. I flew out there just to do the show with Eminem. And after the VMAs, I went to the studio because he was going to be studio that night, and I had to get back to the film in Hawaii, so I had to play him this record. He loved it, and I felt like Drake, he has this youthful thing about him, and he's very melodic with the way he writes, and I felt like we needed someone like that to master What's My Name.
He was the right person.
Yeah.
Initially intended as a remix, the track was ultimately released with Drake's feature as the official version, and it became a #1 smash hit in the States and the UK. And of course, they were each other's love interest in the video. Meanwhile, Rihanna and Matt were still going strong. She made some appearances at his Dodgers games to support him.
Matt's second home run of the year and his 8th run batted in.
And he accompanied her around the world promoting her 2010 album Loud, frequently being seen going in and out of nightclubs, hotels, and restaurants. But the couple had called it quits by the end of 2010. In November, in an interview on the Angie Martinez show, she opened up about why her relationship with Drake never fully took off. She admitted that neither of them could define what they had, saying, "We weren't really sure what it was. We just went out, my friends, his friends." She went on to explain that while she was definitely attracted to him, the timing wasn't right, saying, "I think it is what it is. It was what it was. We didn't want to take it further. It was a really fragile time in my life, so I just didn't want to get too serious with anything or anyone at the time." In December, Drake subtly referenced Rihanna in his verse on Rick Ross's song Made Men.
One of my baddest women ever, I call her Rihanna, but that's cause her name is Rihanna.
In February 2011, Drake and Rihanna got flirty during performances at both the Grammys and NBA All-Star Game, and he even joined her on stage a few times for her tour stops that summer. Then were spotted getting close again that summer at a nightclub in Montreal, Canada. A source exclusively told TMZ that the two were all over each other the entire evening, and were even seen making out. He was also spotted wearing a t-shirt with her face on it that June. The two were frequently being spotted at the same locations and even attended a Formula One race together. Also that month, she responded to a fan asking if her and Drake are in a relationship, simply replying, "Nah, boo." Then on October 13th, a fan on Twitter asked if she was single, to which she replied, "Unfortunately, and probably will be for a while." However, the very next day, she was spotted with her ex Matt Kemp hanging out at a strip club in London.
We saw the picture with you and Rihanna. Are you guys friends or rekindling?
Oh, friends. That's one of my best friends, good friend of mine. Just out in London chilling. We're having a good time and, just living life.
Also that month, in an interview with Elle, Drake reflected on the inspiration behind Fireworks and admitted that his experience with Rihanna left him feeling hurt. He said, "At the time, it hurt, but she didn't mean to. I'll never put that on her. I was hurt because I started to slowly realize what it was. I guess I thought it was more. That was the first girl with any fame that paid me any mind." A month later, Rihanna appeared on the title track of Drake's new album. The song Take Care's lyrics depict someone reassuring their partner that they will take care of them, especially after their past heartbreak, which, of course, fueled speculation that the song mirrored their real-life relationship, especially given their history of romantic tension. Then came the music video in spring 2012, where they turned up the heat with touching and intimate moments. In May, Rihanna tweeted his lyrics about her, and she also showed up to support Drake at the filming of French Montana's Pop That music video. Later that night, the two were spotted at the Live nightclub, where they were seen holding hands and staying close to each other the entire night. But just when it seemed like their story was taking a softer turn, things were about to get messy. Back in 2011, reports surfaced that Rihanna had requested to modify her restraining order against Chris Brown, allowing him to contact her as long as he didn't harass her. The news sent shockwaves through the pop culture world. Then, to the surprise of many, in March 2012, Rihanna and Chris Brown collaborated on remixes of each other's songs, Birthday Cake and Turn Up the Music. While some saw it as a sign of forgiveness, others viewed it as a controversial move that reignited public debate over their past. So now both Chris and Drake were desperate for Rihanna's attention. In June, tensions between Chris Brown and Drake erupted into a full-blown nightclub brawl at Whip in New York City. The altercation reportedly began after Chris sent Drake a bottle with a note attached, which the rapper allegedly took offense to. Witnesses claim that the two began arguing about Rihanna, leading to Drake allegedly punching Chris in the face and striking him with a bottle before Chris could retaliate. However, Drake denied any involvement in the fight. His rep told TMZ, Drake did not participate in any wrongdoings of any kind last night at Whip. He was on his way out the club when the altercation began. Drake did not engage in any activity which resulted in injury to person or damage to property. Chris shared some images of his injuries, took shots at Drake on social media, and also dropped a diss track. The club had to shut down because of the amount of damage that was caused, and both men were sued by the owners of Whip and the Greenhouse for $16 million. Chris ended up winning the war because that summer, Rihanna opened up to Oprah about their connection, calling Chris her true love, and admitted that she still considered him the love of her life.
Do you think Chris Brown is a true love for you?
Absolutely. I think he was the love of my life. He was the first love. And I see that he loved me.
Her and Chris shared a kiss at the VMAs the following month, and at the show, she didn't clap for Drake and instead whispered something in her bestie's ear when he accepted his award. By the end of the year, Chris and Rihanna had rekindled their relationship and proudly sat together at the Grammys in early 2013. So there weren't any updates about her and Drake for a while, but the couple broke up for good in spring 2013, and Rihanna wasted no time following Drake on Instagram and liking his pics. In September that year, she once again tweeted some of his lyrics. That same month, during an appearance on The Ellen Show, Drake described her as a great girl and acknowledged that they had their moment.
Yeah, great girl. We had our moment, and you know, I mean, always support and have love for her, and yeah.
A little nervous. Okay. And, why don't you get together? Because obviously there's chemistry. You like to get busy in videos and be all huggy and touchy and feely. So what's the deal there?
I don't know. You know, just being young and you know trying to figure it all out, and very busy people, me and her, and I think that we have a connection that's established for life, and you know that is that you know I love her and support her unconditionally, and I like to think that she feels the same way. And you know, whenever
still fancy her though.
Do I fancy her? Of course. I mean, who wouldn't? Look at her. She's stunning. Of course I do. Yeah, no, she's incredible. But you know, it's one of those things that it's a maybe one day, maybe.
Despite moving on, he made it clear that he would always have love and support for her. He continued to praise her even though they weren't together. In a Rolling Stone interview, he admitted that she was his dream girl, saying, "She's the ultimate fantasy. I mean, I think about it like, man, that would be good. We have fun together. She's cool and but we're just friends. That's my dog for life." It looks like his praises once again won her over because they were spotted attending each other's shows that year. Things took an awkward turn when Rihanna, Drake, and her ex-boyfriend Matt Kemp all found themselves in the same room backstage at Drake's LA show that November. By 2014, it was clear that Drake and Rihanna had become more than just friends.
Drake told me the other night saying, he's like, I had never watched the show, but Rihanna was just so obsessed with it, and so she got me onto it. And he goes, I saw you the other night, but I didn't go up to you, and I texted Rihanna that I saw you, that you were here in Paris, and we were just very excited. We wanted you to come to the show, and I just wasn't able to.
Oh, you didn't go to the show?
No.
You missed them on stage together.
Yeah.
Oh.
I know. It was very...
In March 2014, following his concert, he and Rihanna were spotted leaving Tramp nightclub in London hand in hand. The two exited the venue together and slipped into the backseat of the same chauffeured car in the early hours of the morning. She spent months traveling with him during his tour, and she was in attendance of almost every show, blowing kisses, dancing, and singing along, sometimes even joining him on stage as a special guest. And when off stage, the two were spotted on romantic dates at restaurants, sports games, nightclubs, and parties. And how could we forget that time their bodyguard kicked a man out of the bathroom so that the two of them could allegedly have some adult time as fans watched from the outside?
She's going to the toilet. She's going to the toilet. She's going to the toilet. She's going for a drink. Yo! She's going to the toilet with a drink. Yeah, drink! Drake!
Drake,
Rihanna. They banged. They stopped banging. But now, are they banging again? Starring these two mystifying videos.
We got Drake and Rihanna leaving Hooray Henry's at 2 different times, so they're pretty much back hooking up again.
Then we're pretty much done.
The two frequently referenced each other. Rihanna was sometimes spotted wearing Drake's clothes and merch, while Drake displayed images of her on the screen during his tour. But the number 6 flashing on the screen as her photos appeared caused speculation among fans. To clear up any confusion, Drake took to Twitter writing, "My album title is Views from the 6. The 6 is Toronto. Ree is a great girl who I know is about to kill this tour with Eminem. It's all love." Then on August 22nd, 2014, a song called Views from the 6 leaked online, yet another song about Rihanna, and the track even featured a soundbite from a video she posted on Instagram in 2012.
With Jen and Melissa.
Say hi, Em.
Tell the squad I said, what up, girl? Look at me. Look at me.
Say hi, Em.
But by the end of 2014, the relationship was over. By 2015, Rihanna was rumored to be dating Leonardo DiCaprio, while Drake was linked to Serena Williams. Despite their separate romantic pursuits, there was no bad blood between them. Rihanna continued attending Drake's performances and private events, and in February, he even covered her song 4 or 5 Seconds. In May, the two were spotted at the same studio, likely recording their smash hit, Work. Just days later, they were seen sharing a friendly hug at a nightclub in New York. However, later that summer, Rihanna began dating Travis Scott, while Drake's romance with Serena Williams also made headlines. She had also said in a Vanity Fair interview that Chris was her last real official boyfriend. Yikes. Then, in January 2016, Rihanna and Drake dropped Work, another undeniable hit. Rihanna danced on him, and in another scene, she danced seductively while he admired her from the background. A month later, they brought the same energy to the Brit Awards. In March, Drake joined Rihanna on stage during the Miami stop of her Anti-tour, and after the show, they went bowling and ice skating together. The next day, he took to Instagram to praise her performance. That same week, Rihanna's Vogue interview dropped, where she explained why she loved collaborating with him, saying, "Drake has a lot to offer. He's very intelligent, and so I trust him a lot with his direction. Doing a collaboration with him, you know it's gonna be great. Everything he does is so amazing. He's so talented that you kind of just trust that it'll be right. And plus, we know each other, so I know that whatever he writes is gonna be honest, and is gonna make sense to where I'm at in my life. That's the difference. We know each other." Drake continued to pop up at other stops of Rihanna's tour, and that summer, he even did a playful impression of her during his SNL monologue.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, do I have a treat for you tonight? Rihanna is here tonight. Make some noise. Oh, I'm so excited to be here tonight. Oh my God. Again. I swear we only friends. All right.
In July, they joined forces once again for his track Too Good, leading many to speculate that it was inspired by their own on-again, off-again dynamic.
Yeah, it's just another piece to add to our catalog, which I'm very proud of. You know, I think we do great music together. There's something genuine there. We're not like forcing some story on people. It's genuine. I mean, we have a lot of genuine energy between us. So.
But you're touring, and Drake is on one of these songs. So if he's touring with you.
He's not touring with me.
Well, he should. He's on one of the songs. It would be so
totally
easy.
Should. Maybe next time.
I like Drake.
I would love to go on tour with Drake, actually.
Yeah.
I was like, that has to happen.
Yeah, that does have to happen.
You coming?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, I'm going to go have dinner with them all and George, and then I'm going to hang out with you and Drake. All right, we have to take
In August, when it was announced she would be the recipient of the Vanguard Award at the VMAs, Drake went all out by surprising her with a massive billboard congratulating her. Rihanna was clearly touched by the gesture, posting a photo of the billboard on Instagram with a caption, "When he extra." Also that month, the two enjoyed a romantic date at Ripley's Aquarium in Toronto. While there, Drake reportedly gifted Rihanna a stuffed shark from the gift shop, and that became an inside joke between them. Later in the month, during the MTV VMAs, Drake took his admiration for Rihanna to new heights while presenting her with the Video Vanguard Award with a heartfelt speech.
The first time I met Robin Fenty, it was 2005. She was shooting a music video at a restaurant called Avocado in Toronto. The song was Ponder Replay, and the director, she's someone I've been in love with since I was 22 years old. She's one of my best friends in the world. All my adult life, I've looked up to her even though she's younger than me.
However, what caught just as much attention was their awkward moment on stage when he appeared to lean in for a kiss on the lips, but Rihanna subtly turned her head, leading to his kiss landing on her cheek instead. Despite the public speculation, Drake and Rihanna left the stage hand in hand and were later spotted together at the after party.
The frame?
God bless you, bro. Dog, I'm coming to come for me.
Grandfather said he going to Toronto to the restaurant.
God bless you, bro.
Y'all thought it was a picture, huh? It's a video.
It's a video. Very good job.
Picture.
The next day, their romance was on full display. She joined him on stage during his concert in Miami, and this time there was no dodging. They shared a kiss in front of the entire audience. And backstage, they took things a step further by getting matching shark tattoos, seemingly immortalizing their relationship. They went and hit up a Miami nightclub afterwards, where they packed on more PDA. And for the rest of the month, they were spotted at each other's shows.
I pray that you find somebody that holds you down like this woman right here.
Despite their whirlwind romance throughout 2016, it seemed to be the final chapter in Drake and Rihanna's never-ending love saga. After years of undeniable chemistry, hit collaborations, and public displays of affection, their relationship quietly fizzled out, leaving fans wondering if their story had truly come to an end, or if fate would bring them back together again. In February 2017, Drake gave Rihanna a birthday shout-out during a concert.
Because it's somebody's birthday today. Somebody I have a lot of love for and a lot of respect for.
Oh no.
So,
Rihanna,
instead of singing happy birthday, we're going to set it off just like this. Run it!
But that summer, he found himself caught up in a paternity scandal. TMZ reported that a woman was claiming that he was the father of her son, which was privately confirmed following a paternity test. In May 2018, Rihanna revealed that her and Drake were no longer friends or on speaking terms, and also admitted to feeling uncomfortable during his 2016 speech. Reflecting on the moment, she said, "Waiting through the speech was probably the most uncomfortable part. I don't like too many compliments. I don't like to be put on blast." Then when asked about the current status of their friendship, she gave a blunt but telling response, saying, "We don't have a friendship now, but we're not enemies either. It is what it is." And that's when he unfollowed her on Instagram. Later in the month, Drake admitted in an interview on LeBron James's The Shop that he once envisioned marrying Rihanna and building a perfect family with her. However, life had other plans and their story didn't unfold the way he once hoped.
I end up in this situation where I don't have the fairy tale like, oh, Drake started a family with Rihanna and like this is like so perfect, or like Drake, yeah, it's like it looks so good on paper.
I wanted that too.
Well, I mean,
and I didn't get it too.
By the way, I wanted that too at one time.
He got it.
Rihanna had also started dating Saudi Arabian businessman and philanthropist Hassan Jamil that year. And as she moved forward with her life, building her empire and settling down with A$AP Rocky, Drake appeared to still be vying for her attention. From his awkward interactions with her on DJ Spade's Instagram Live, to wearing her face on his shirt, and even collaborating with Chris Brown, it was clear he still wasn't over her. In summer 2020, Drake took things a step further when he vacationed in Barbados, Rihanna's birthplace. He was even spotted hanging out in front of her childhood home on Rihanna Drive, no less. But as time went on, his lingering love seemingly turned into bitterness. Rihanna eventually covered up her shark tattoo she got with him in 2021, the next sign that she was done with Drake. He started repeatedly taking shots at her and her relationship with A$AP Rocky, a pattern that continued well into 2024. During the opening night of his It's All a Blur tour in Tampa, Florida, he refused to perform his verse on their 2016 hit Work, despite being in control of the set list.
Yeah, I don't sing this song anymore. You can sing it for me.
Before that, he appeared to diss Rihanna on Fear of Heights, while making a pointed reference to Anti, the title of her last studio album.
Why they make it sound like I'm still hung up on you? Y'all can't run me. I'm anti, yeah. NSX was average with you.
Most recently, Rihanna made her stance on love songs clear.
Love song or love letter?
Ugh, please never make me a love song. That is corny. Trust me. I've seen it.
Whether their story is truly over or just another chapter in their complicated history, one thing is certain, that Rihanna and Drake's connection has left a lasting mark on both their careers and pop culture. But why didn't they ever fully commit to one another? Was the baby a deal breaker for Rihanna? And is this really the final chapter in the Aubrey saga? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, like this video, and subscribe to BFTV for more content.